Hey guys, welcome to Shed Talk. Today we're going to be talking with Damien, and his agency is Kobe, how you pronounce it?
Sobe.
All right. We're going to dive into it. You're going to hear a little bit about his story and some of the things that he overcame. And he has actually become an incredible part of our internal team, doing a lot of our ads, and he's been amazing for us. So we want to bring him on and show him to you guys. So with that, man, who is Damien, and who is your team? Tell me a little bit about your story.
Okay. All right. So my name is Damien Sanchez. I'm in Cape Coral, Florida right now. Been here for about 14 or so years. Originally from New York. So
New York.
Yeah, New York. Some water, some coffee, any of that stuff. It's funny. I was actually watching a YouTube video on it, and they can dissect accents or from different parts of Brooklyn.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So we own an agency here locally. We help expert-led businesses generate leads and turn those leads into customers. You know, so that's what we do. That's who we help. There's a bunch of different ways that we do that. As far as there's many different ways to acquire leads, and so whatever is the best way for that specific person, company, that's the way that we help them. For example, what does that mean, right? If you want to do lead magnets, if you just want to build your email list, we can help you with that. If you want to do like webinars, we can help you with that.
Yep.
We can help you with like a ton of different ways to generate leads. So we've been doing that for the past couple of years. We got a team of 5 people right now that are part-time to full-time. We got some contractors. Yeah, man, we've just been growing. We just did our numbers. We're up 62% year over year. So that's pretty cool.
Huge, dude.
Yeah.
Huge.
And our goal is really to it's not only to help the businesses, but it's that ripple effect.
Yeah.
You know, where we help these expert-led businesses. Let's say, for example, if they want to help other entrepreneurs get out of the rat race and become an entrepreneur themselves, like they're helping thousands of people. Those are thousands of families.
Yep.
You know, and then those entrepreneurs that they help, they're going to help thousands of people. There's a real layer to that, you know.
It's humongous.
That's the mission.
That's one thing that we talk about is, you know, you touch one person's life, and that can touch 1,000. Like every person's life that you impact is most likely going to impact another 1,000 people.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know.
And so like it's so discouraging a lot of times when we have really big goals or really big aspirations that just feel so out of reach. But when we slow down and realize, like, man, if I just focus on really making a positive impact on a few people's lives this week, totally obtainable, totally easy to do, man, that's thousands of people that if I make a big enough impression could cascade to so many people. And so that's one thing, like even with sales, like it's hard, like, oh, I want to sell $1 million this year. I want to sell $100 million a year, whatever the goal is. It's really discouraging when you just feel like it's too far away. But if you focus in, just pick off one a week, then 2, 3, 4 a week, get into a rotation. Before you know it, everything compounds, like investing compounds.
Oh, for sure.
Like you put away a couple $100 a month, the experts say it's gonna be $1 million by the time you retire, whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing with efforts of being able to help people and impact their lives. It compounds massively. And so one of the things that I had thought about the other day was like, so many people get discouraged because they don't have whatever their dream is, maybe seems too far away.
Yeah.
And if they only realized they don't need to get to the goal in 3 years, not in 5 years, maybe it takes 20 years to get to whatever their goal is.
But that doesn't happen in TikTok though. That's
right.
TikTok is 60 seconds.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
You know, the now and then, you know, you see those videos all the time that go viral, like, you know, last year and then this year, and like they went from like, you know, huge to, you know, ripped or something like that.
Right.
You know, they've seen that in 30 seconds. They can't. 20 years. That's like a lifetime.
Dude, it's so wild, the world we live in. So I think more and more people are getting discouraged because they think everything is so fast.
Yeah.
You know, and so, you know, it's a crazy world we live in, but we'll jump more into that in a little bit. Tell me a little bit about your spouse. You guys are a team in this, right? How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Both full-time, right?
Yep.
And then plus you have an awesome career, and so does she, previously leading up to this. So man, tell me a little bit about you guys as a team and both your guys' past career.
Yeah, so it's funny because we actually met at the agency. We were talking beforehand. We met at that agency downtown Fort Myers.
Okay. Yeah.
So we worked at a digital marketing agency. We ran ads, Google ads for like local dealerships.
Cool.
I was on the tech team. She was on the account management team.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I mean, once how was it? They brought me to like a meeting or something like that, and then I met Vanessa there at that meeting.
Hey, you know? Good looking.
And no, it was the other way. She picked me up. Okay?
Yeah, that's right.
So Vanessa's older than me for, obviously you guys don't know, but Vanessa's 4 years older than me.
Okay.
And so,
man, so she was a senior and you were the incoming freshman.
Yeah, pretty much, exactly. Yeah. We graduated the same years, but she graduated from college and I graduated from high school.
That's great.
Yeah, we laugh about that now. But yeah, so she was on the account management team. I was on the tech team. It was like a hybrid thing that they were testing out and stuff like that. And so, yeah, we started working from there together. And from there, we actually got poached to start a digital side for a traditional media agency here locally.
Oh wow.
So what they did was they handled, also in the automotive space, they handled the commercials and like print. Wow. That's what they did.
Yeah.
And that was their book of business. And so they wanted to open up this digital marketing side of it. And so they reached out to us and so we literally started their thing from scratch.
Wow.
Which was pretty cool. We started that from zero. We were the only 2 employees for the digital side. We grew that team out to, I mean, by the end, before we left, it was like 13, 14 people.
That's awesome.
So that's from zero.
Yeah.
There was nothing there. There was no systems. There was no products, no services, nothing like that.
Wow.
The only thing that we did have an advantage because they had a book of business already. They're doing commercials for and all of that stuff.
Yep.
And so it was basically another product line.
That's
Instead of like, hey, here's this other agency, they can bring in the digital marketing under one book of business, you know?
Right.
So we grew really quickly. Like we were the top, like we were the fastest growing digital marketing agency for like in Google's eyes in like a year.
Wow.
So they flew us to Google.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we flew.
They flew you to Google?
Yeah, we went to Google. We got pictures at Google.
What do you do at Google? Like what? Like just take a tour of the facility?
They took a tour of facility and then they did like it was actual trainings for all the agencies that were in the automotive space. So like, hey, this is what everybody's doing.
Do you have to do you have to spend a certain amount to be qualified to go there, or do you just pay a fee?
No fee. It was invite only. I forgot what the qualifications were, but I do know that we were the fastest growing agency for digital marketing, for automotive.
In the space, yeah.
In like a year time frame.
Nuts.
It was under a year.
So cool.
So, yeah, we went to Google. It was funny. Our GM at that agency in digital in Fort Myers, he actually was working at Google at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, so we met him there. We had lunch and stuff like that. Super cool guy. I think he's still in Google right now. And it was a fun experience, you know.
That is so cool.
And Vanessa was pregnant at that time, so we
with your baby, right?
Yeah. So she was pregnant at that time when we were at Google. We got pictures of that, and we came back, and then from that agency we started working at Hertz Digital, or the Hertz Corporation. What do we do there? I was on the branding team. She did the paid media. Cool. She was managing $100 million in budget, like the whole Hertz.
That's a big budget, dude.
Yeah. The whole. It's funny because we were both doing digital marketing, but she stood in paid media.
Okay.
And I did the branding side, and then from there we got tired of the rat race, man.
Yeah, dude.
Tired of the rat race. In between all of that stuff, I'm making it seem very quick.
Yeah.
This is like within 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But within those 3 or 4 years, I was always trying to start a business. I always had a hustle.
Always trying to develop something.
Always.
Yes, right.
So like when I was at the agency, I was also doing digital marketing for like local little places, like $300 here, $300 there.
Right.
You know, like, hey, I'll manage your little budget. I had like a client, he was a tow truck client, he was paying me like $80 a month.
Yeah, right.
Like literally nothing.
Right.
And he's complaining, he's calling me like, hey, I'm getting no tow truck calls. I'm like, dude, you're spending like $30 a day.
Yeah, right.
That's like one call. That's like one click.
Right.
But trying to educate these people of like how it all works is kind of hard.
Yeah, for sure.
But in between all that stuff, that we always had something that we're trying to build.
So this is like, as you're working for these other corporate jobs or agencies, you are thinking on the back end, developing something slow, kind of planting seeds for what you're doing now.
Yeah. It wasn't even planting seeds. It
Okay.
wasn't for what we're doing now.
Yeah.
We always knew that we wanted to be our own boss.
Yes.
Before it was cool to be an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Like,
Right.
I feel like either you're born with that, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if because it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really.
And plus,
really
you have to have a
hard.
high risk tolerance as
Oh
well.
yeah,
Very
exactly,
high. Yeah.
exactly. And so I have a really high risk tolerance. You know, in between all that stuff, I quit Hertz without a job and a 2-year-old.
So that's a bridge I want to talk about for a
Yeah.
second. Walk me through that.
Yeah.
Walk me through the conversation with Vanessa. Hey, we got a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
I want to quit my corporate job while she works at the same place, right?
Oh, she was out already.
She had worked. Okay,
Yeah,
so
she wasn't
walk
there
me through
anymore.
this. Walk me through this.
So she was not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I was at Hertz. She was doing her own thing. She was trying to build something too.
Awesome.
While I was at Hertz.
Right. So
Because
take
again,
care of the baby
Yeah.
and like.
I was like, hey,
yes.
I'll cover. Like I'm making good money.
Yep.
Like I got everything.
Cool.
And you know, start something.
Yeah.
You know, she was really into fashion, and she started a magazine. And Vanessa, like, she has a whole other expertise. You know,
Cool.
she was in radio. She worked at Beasley. You know, she has a lot of different things. But the conversation, it was a really tough one because I was making all the money.
Yeah.
That paid the bills.
They'll support the family.
And but at the same time, I was literally hating life. Like, we were living in Cape Coral, and I was driving to Hertz for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Every day.
Back each way.
Yeah, each way.
Yeah.
Going over the bridge
Mm-hmm.
during rush hour.
Mm.
It's crazy because now I'm at home a lot, and so I don't remember that. Like, dude, that your cortisol levels jump up.
Massive.
When you are fighting traffic
Mm-hmm.
every single morning. And like somebody's cutting you off and you're cursing them out, and like, you know, you're each trying to get into like this, you know, funnel into a freaking 2-lane bridge to like
Right.
get over it for 40 minutes. And you don't think about it when you're doing it, but like now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, man, it's actually crazy.
When you're removed from the situation.
And
you
then you're
see.
supposed to like get out your car and go to work and be happy and be
to
pleasant.
start the day.
Yeah, you know, just, you know, run some campaigns and
Yes.
create some promotions and stuff like that after fighting
Oh my gosh.
40 minutes. But so yeah, I mean, I was literally hating driving every single day. I was listening to podcasts. I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast before it was like really, really huge, and it was hard to actually listen to podcasts back then. And I just said like, hey, I can't do this no more.
Right.
Like, I'm making really good money, making more money than anybody in my family, but I can't.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And so, like I said, we always had these little things that we were doing, and so it's not like I was quitting with nothing, like $0.
Right.
But it
As
wasn't.
in you had saved. Now, as a
No,
picture.
I mean, like I had a book a bit, like I had like little clients I was doing
Okay, so
work
you had
for.
some-
So I was making
some
maybe
income.
like $2,000 a month.
Okay.
Between like 17 or like I don't know, it was like 7 different people.
And so did you feel like you needed to have 3 months of savings? Because this is like people are articulating when's the right jump off point, how's this?
Yeah.
And I think that the right jump off point is different for everybody's situation. But did you have a bunch of savings set aside? Did you have 1 month, 3 month, no months, but you're just like in it? What's your thoughts there?
So this is what I did. I haven't thought about it since, but it's actually crazy. So I was making about, let's say, $1,500 to $2,000 between all these different like little rinky-dink places. Nothing that I can like. Let's say if you have a kid right now, and I'm like, hey, this, and you tell me this is what you have as far as like what you're making and who your clients are, I would say not to do it.
Right. Right.
Because these are not people that are going to stick with you for long term. These are people that are relying on that budget to keep them afloat. Those are not the people that you want to work with.
Right.
You know? And so what I did was I was like, okay, I asked my dad for a loan.
Yeah.
It was like a $6,000 loan.
Yeah.
And that bought us like 3 months.
Cool.
From that
So
loan.
your expenses were low at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of us get in trouble because we live above our lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
where, like, I've been to a point where, even this is ridiculous for me. Like, my spending level is like at $8,000 a month of just like lifestyle, whatever, and that averages out vacations, averages out groceries, eating out, all these and it's like a lot of people get in a similar situation like me. I had to do way audit and cut that at least in half for my thing. I mean, my mortgage was $4,000 of it, but refinanced, whatever. But either way, being able to restructure some of that, a lot of us get too far extended,
Oh yeah.
and in realizing that we have to step back our personal budget to get in a place like that,
Yeah.
where you can make a little bit more risk assessment adjustments.
Yep.
But sorry, keep going.
No,
So
no,
you got
true.
3 months of savings essentially through a loan. Okay.
So my dad gave me $6K. Again, I was making like, I think it was $1,500 to $2K a month on just these little clients. So, you know, that was helping. We didn't have any car payments or anything like that. Our biggest expense was our rent.
Nice.
You know, and so, dude, the thing about that is like, when your back is against the wall, you have to make it work.
Have to make it work.
You have to
There's
make it
no
work.
sleeping in. There's
Yeah.
no like, hey, I'm gonna cut out a little bit earlier this
Yeah.
weekend. Like, it's like, bro, it's time to go in.
Yeah, and so my thought process was like, okay, I got these clients now, great. It's a proof of concept. And again, I skipped over, like I had started 3 or 4 different businesses, tried to anyway. So it wasn't like I was quitting Hertz and that was my first business that I was trying. I think that that's also key too for people, is like, you're gonna probably fail the first 3, 4, 5, 10 businesses.
Yeah. So do a couple first, first, get them out of the way.
Yes, exactly. So I tried my businesses while I was at work.
That's actually
and then
really important.
Yeah, and so by the time I did this one, I knew I learned from mistakes. I knew what wasn't working. I knew what was working. You know, and your back's against the wall. You know, and I feel like that pressure is you can't replicate that.
No.
When you're making, you know, let's say 100K
Yep.
at a corporate job, it only gets harder for you to want to like do better.
Yep.
When you're making 100K at your job, you don't want anything.
Right. It's like, dang, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the goal. That's what they want.
Right. Yeah.
They want you to feel like that.
Right. And some
it's-
people are wired that way because their risk tolerance is lower than ours. But it's like, when you have that risk tolerance, it's like, dude, I got something in risk tolerance, and with what we're born with, it's like, man, I have some, not to make us feel like unicorns or anything super special about us, but like, I think God just wired us a particular way and gave us specific gifts for us to use and get back to His kingdom. But
I felt like Neo.
Neo, who?
Like in the Matrix.
Okay, I don't know anything about the Matrix. Tell me what you mean.
Ever watched The Matrix?
Not yet.
Dude,
I will
that's
after this. But
that's my favorite movie.
yeah. So tell me what you mean by that.
So, the premise of the movie is that humans are. There's robot. Well, I don't want to.
No, go for it. Butcher or no. Yeah.
Basically, what happens is that there's a code. Humans are in the code.
Yeah.
They don't know that they're in a code.
Okay. Yeah.
And so, like, Morpheus is picking people out of the Matrix.
Okay.
And so, but Neo, before he meets Morpheus, he knows that there's something more.
Right. He knows. Yes.
You know.
Right.
But he doesn't know what it is.
Right.
So I kind of felt like that as far as like, I'm looking at everyone at Hertz and I'm like, is everyone here happy?
Right.
Like, is everyone here okay with like setting meetings and, you know, building for organism?
Yeah.
Which the business is an organism, it's a living organism,
Yeah.
but it's like, you know, there was something in me that I just never felt fulfilled.
Yep.
Always.
Right.
And I always had that feeling. Even in high school, you know, I could take tests and pass it without paying attention,
Right.
but I had horrible grades. Like horrible. Like I used to get in trouble all the time. My guidance counselor said I was never going to graduate, blah, blah.
Wow.
And so it's, I don't know. But when I focus on something, I'm really focused on it.
I love it. Yeah.
You know? But anyway, I feel like there's people that just, they're not fulfilled.
Right.
They need to find what is their calling, you know?
That is awesome. I love that. And so walk me through the next couple stages of, you take the loan out, the stakes are high.
Yeah.
You have $6K in the bank from this loan, and you have some income coming in. You got a baby, a wife, newer mom, baby's 2 years old. Walk me through maybe your first 3, 6, 12 months after that loan. What did you have to do to make it through? What are some of your tips for others that they can grab onto, or maybe take a little bit of advice from?
So, when I was, it's hard because I'm actually thinking about it right now. Like I haven't,
bro, this
I
is
haven't
good.
thought about it since,
Yeah.
you know, like I literally haven't thought about it, you know.
And this is a beautiful thing to be able to reflect too,
Yeah.
because it's also like I just had a huge like month and a half of reflection after getting hurt with my back and having to go through back surgery, and like so much time of reflection. And it's like when you think about that stuff, it's like, wow, God, look what we made it through. Look where you brought me. Look at this fruit. This is amazing. And so like being able to take this time and kind of reflect with the big shed door open, the window, the nice cool breeze, like bring it back to that gratitude of God. Look where
I'd say the biggest things are know what you need to do as far as people. Okay, so let me take it a step back.
Yeah.
Let me take it a step back.
Go for it.
Because I don't know if I knew what I was doing at the moment.
Okay.
I just knew I needed to hustle.
Yeah.
And so businesses feel like they need a hustle. And you can only get to a certain point by hustling.
Correct.
There's only so much hustle that you can do. You can hustle your way to a certain point. And so, but what people don't do is that you need to be advertising your business for X amount of time every single day.
Okay.
Because you're not going to generate revenue. People don't know who you are.
Right.
And I see it time and time again. And even now, even us right now, we're not advertising what we should be.
Right.
And we know that. But we dedicate 2 hours every single day to like tell somebody that we exist.
That we exist. Yeah.
Nobody can buy something from you if they don't know you exist.
Right.
You know.
Yes.
And you think that you may be doing it enough, but you're not.
Right.
That's like 100% guaranteed.
Right.
Unless you're Alex Hormozi. But if you ask Alex Hormozi, he still would feel like he's not doing enough.
Right. Yeah.
Even though he spends like 14 hours a week
Psychopath.
on content.
Right.
He probably doesn't even feel like he's doing enough. So I'd say focus on sales generating activities as much as you can.
Yeah.
2 hours minimum. I'd say half the day if you're really in the beginning.
Yeah.
You need to tell as many people what you do, how you do it, how you can help them, and do that very, very quickly, because what you do today isn't probably going to go into fruition for at least a couple of months.
Yeah, I believe that, and I've seen that too.
Yeah,
I've also seen it take as long as 24 months as well.
Yeah,
with planting seeds with relationships, and they come around 2 years later. It's like, what?
Yeah,
like I forgot about you, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah. Was that a pun?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
No, but what we see is that it takes 2 to 3 months for people to finally come around to it.
Yeah.
You know, especially the higher your price is, the more they need to see you, the more they need to know like you actually aren't going anywhere. You know, you're real. You're not just a flyby. You know, place sort of thing. So I say in the very beginning, just advertise. And when I say advertise, I'm not talking about money, like, you know, paid advertising. I'm like, just tell people, you know, what you do.
Right. Talk to people, go to a networking group.
Yep.
Make a post online, organic.
Grit is definitely going to be there. Trusting in the process. That's a big thing. To your point earlier, you were talking about like business owners have a high risk tolerance. It really is true. Right. You know, but it's like that meme of like there's a guy. He has a pickaxe. Yeah. Have you seen it?
Oh, he's so close to the diamond. He's one hit away, but he's been working on it for 10 years, but he's one hit away from striking.
I should get that tattoo somewhere.
Dude, yeah, right on our forehead, dude.
I love that. I love that thing.
It's so good.
Because it really, really is true.
Scratch one more lottery ticket. Dude. No, I'm just kidding.
No, not that. No.
The opposite of that.
Yeah, that could be that could be going, maybe they're digging down or something instead of sideways.
It's hilarious. But no, like as entrepreneurs, business owners, we have to have sometimes unrealistic optimism. Unrealistic optimism is the right way to say it, where we may think our goal is this and we're going to do it in 1 month, and so because we're going to think we're going to do it in 1 month, we have to do this crazy action, but realize it takes 3 months to do that, but you have to stick with it and just kind of like almost not realize how much crap you're going to have to go through. And so that way you don't get discouraged.
Dude, it's a mind game.
Right.
Business is the hardest thing that you could do. There's days where, you know, you make sales and you're like super high on it and
Yep,
you're like
yep.
feeling amazing. You know, you're like planning to hire people already.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, we've got 3 new clients, you know,
Yeah.
now we can afford somebody, and then the next day somebody cancels.
Yeah. Dude, it's like, golly.
And like you're, you know, but if you just know where you're going, know what the path is, you know, what you're laying out, that's what you need to rely on.
You know what I think about is when a runner, like a runner goes from being a short distance runner to a long distance runner,
Yeah.
or somebody who just wants to start running marathons, like to get your mind to go through a marathon, like even if you train for it, you have to break through so many psycho barriers.
Oh my God.
Like you have to be able to overcome so many thoughts of quitting, so many thoughts of, dang, I'm just gonna take a break right now and sit down, and then you maybe sit down, give in, and then you don't sit back up, and you can't finish a race. And so like,
but with that though,
yeah,
I'm sorry, not to cut you off.
yeah, no,
but
go
it's
for
like,
it.
It's when you're running the marathon, there's an end.
Yeah,
You know what the end is.
right.
26.2 miles?
Yeah, something like that.
At least the marathon runners know there's going to be an end point.
Right.
When you're in business, you don't know what.
Right.
You don't have a path.
It's kind of hard to gauge that.
Yeah, it's like you don't know that you need to be doing this to get here, and you're going to have to go here, and you're going to have to go there to become over here in like 5 years.
Right.
There is no like structured path.
Right, because we can set our goals,
Yeah.
set our ambitions, what our plans are, but then like that can lead you exactly over to this thing.
You never know what's the right path.
Winning 10 clients, losing 12, like whatever it may go through. It's like,
But if business owners operated with knowing that whatever their path is, it's all going to be different. Everybody's path is obviously different.
right,
But there is that goal.
yeah,
And it is going to happen. You know, if you knew you were going to call 100 people to make 10 sales, you would call 100 people.
100%.
But they don't even know that they need to call 100 people. They just know that they need to call people.
So tell me about your dream. Was there a dream involved when, like obviously you're unhappy when you were working the corporate job, driving 45 minutes each way through traffic.
Yep.
But was there a dream attached to it, or was it chasing more comfort? Like I know you had this thing inside of you, but like, was there a specific outcome? Like what's the sizzle on the steak? Was there a dream?
Well, I have this complex where I hate people telling me what to do.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I hated that. And the thing about corporate is that there are dumb people that are in better positions than you because
Unfortunately.
they play the game better.
Yep.
And I don't want to say dumb. I'd say that they're good politicians.
Yes.
You
Right.
know?
Right.
And
I totally get
I'm
what
not
you
a
mean.
politician. I don't want to be a politician.
Yeah.
So why do I got to go to work trying to be a politician? To play the game, to know the number, you know, to do this, to be right, to say the right things, to be on my tiptoes, to work more than I need to get to where I need, you know.
Yeah.
So the goal was and the dream was to do my own thing, be my own boss, not have to answer to anybody. But really, I mean, when you're in the service business, you have a lot of bosses. They're clients.
Right.
You know, you're my boss.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Damn, now I'm having a complex. Hey, Damien, I need this.
But when you choose the right people to partner
Right.
with, at least we're choosing the right people.
Right. Yeah.
We fire people
Yeah.
as an agency.
And then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
It's like, you're
Because-
not my everything.
Yeah.
Right. It's beautiful.
And I like that
There's
option.
a lot of freedom from that.
I like that option. Once it starts to become a job, then I don't like that anymore. I feel
That makes sense.
It's giving me those corporate vibes.
Right.
And it's like, no.
Like, we're not doing this.
No.
Yeah.
So that was really the dream, was like,
That's cool.
was that. And then obviously building something that I can help other families, you know. My mom works for me, you know, she does some digital marketing stuff.
Oh,
for us.
sweet.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
she worked at the digital marketing agency too, downtown Fort Myers.
No
So she knows
way.
Global Labs and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. So the goal was to like just lift up the whole family.
I love that.
You know, we pay Vanessa's mom to help us with stuff.
That's
you know, around
cool.
the house, so she doesn't have to do a second job.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Right.
Make life easier for people. You know.
That's awesome.
and have a job that is secure, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and help other people. Really, we like to see how many lives it really touches.
Dude, that's what it all comes down to. Like I feel God has put that as the ultimate calling for my life. I'm gonna be doing many different business ventures, ideas, things, but like is to positively impact everybody I come in contact with.
Yeah.
And but there also comes collateral damage with that too. When we get to have a reign on being able to help people in a very positive way, it also means if we don't perform, we can have collateral damage. So I experienced this before with a team that I led, and it's a very real situation where I got too far ahead of myself before the sales got going, and hired too many people.
Yeah.
And dude, had to let like 10 people go.
Yeah. That's tough.
And so like collateral damage in the other way as well as leaders.
Yeah.
And being able to take that on the chin and not mess yourself up mentally
Oh yeah.
and easy. And then plus your whole team sees it as well, and your other leaders, and it's like, this hurts.
Yeah.
Not only does it hurt for all those families, but also hurts like an embarrassing thing as a leader.
Yeah.
And that was one of the hardest things that I've been through in a long time as a leader. But the one thing that I grab onto with that is like, I know where we're going.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're getting punched in the mouth, and this affected a lot of families, but we're building back stronger. And then in the future, we can have triple the team.
Yeah.
We can have 4x the team, 100x the team. And so it's like, if you don't make those hard decisions and let those people go, dude, the whole business could go south, and then everybody's screwed then.
Yeah.
But I'm just excited about the opportunity in business where, yes, it could be massively positive, or it could be massively negative to the people's life we contact with. And that's a driving force for me.
Absolutely.
When it comes to that, I'm like,
But you won't make that mistake again.
no,
You won't make that.
definitely.
You will not make that mistake again.
Yep.
And unfortunately,
And that's part of learning as a leader, right? Take them to the chin.
I wish I had, and that's where coaches and mentors are really, really like super
Huge.
They're the cheat code, and books. Books are really cheat codes too.
Yeah,
Like somebody's taking 10 years to write a book. That's a cheat code.
dude, 100%.
You can fast forward 10 years worth of training and download it in 10 years. But when you're starting with no money or anything like that, or you're poor, not poor, but like nobody in your family has done what you're trying to do,
Correct, right?
and there's no one that you can ask like, hey, what should I do now?
Yeah, what's the next step, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, good luck.
Fortunately, we got to be the ones that do that and figure it out for our families.
Yeah.
And
For all the other families.
yeah, I know, and learn on the fly and make those mistakes. And trust me, I've paid people before I paid myself.
Yep.
And I know that it's not going to be enough, and I still pay them.
Yeah.
In the very beginning, it's tough.
It's not easy, dude.
It's tough.
It's not easy, but it is so exciting to be able to have a massive impact on the people. So as far as like your next 1 to 3 year goals, like what are you trying to achieve in the next 3 to 1 years?
Yeah, we have big goals. I will say that. I will say that.
And would you make yourself? I think a big topic right now is like suffering, especially with the Tony Robbins and Hermosi.
Yeah.
Like that was a pretty ugly thing, whatever happened there. But like, are you willing to?
I don't think Alex was thinking that's how the convo was gonna go.
Yeah. Are you willing to make yourself miserable and go through a lot of suffering for those goals? And I feel like that's something we need to get away from. Like, I don't think that's what God created us to be. Like, we can go through trials, tribulations, and in times of hardship, but like to be able to reach a goal that we came up with, like you're supposed to make your life miserable, right? And so what's your goals and thoughts on that?
Okay. So Vanessa and I definitely have very, very big goals.
Yeah.
People would say they're unrealistic.
Yep.
But to those people, I'd say that, these skyscrapers that are 100, that was an unrealistic thing.
It was absolutely unrealistic
that was
before
unrealistic.
it happened.
Yeah.
Like, who the hell would, no, it's
Who's
never going to
thinking
happen.
that, oh, there's going to be, in the Wright brothers were what, 1912? They flew for the first time in 50 years. We're going to be on the moon?
Yeah, how about the building Noah's Ark when God gave him the message and there was never rain on the earth?
Yeah.
What? And he's going to flood the earth with rain?
So, exactly. So to some, they're unrealistic.
Yeah.
There are businesses out there that are doing this, so I know it's possible.
Awesome.
And so that is what we like lean on, like it's doable.
Yeah, it's been done. It's happening right now.
We have an agency. That's great. We want to keep a boutique. We don't want to be like for everybody.
Right.
That's not the goal for Sobi.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's we want to be able to pick and choose who we work with. And so that's always going to be there. That's going to be the foundation.
Love that.
But
it definitely feels way different than any other agency that I've ever worked with. It's not a plug.
Oh, does it?
It's not a plug.
Oh,
but,
thank you.
But it is definitely, when you say boutique, very much so resonate, because there's a lot of, like, we redid the landing page 5 times in the last 2-3 months, like to make sure it's converting.
Like a month.
Like, yeah, in a month. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like, this fire. But sorry, go back into it.
I appreciate it. So that's the goal of that. We have the Creators Boardroom. So that's how we actually first met. Was our live event was the Creators Boardroom.
Yep.
So we feel like the Creators Boardroom could be something that turned into a full-fledged media business, to where it's not only there's a live component of it, and so we're going to be doubling down on the Creators Boardroom.
I love it.
Because you've heard of Kajabi?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. So Kajabi calls the people on their platform creators. So there's already a built-in audience of people that resonate and call themselves creators.
Yeah, I love that.
And so we want to do these live events. We want to start in Fort Myers, and then we're thinking, maybe it could be in different cities. Cool. Maybe we can franchise the model.
Yeah. That's cool.
And then there's just live events happening in every, different markets or something like that.
The creator market is like popping off. The statistics, I don't remember, but they're insane. They're like,
and they're only getting bigger. There's
they're
only
like billions of
more
dollars,
people that are not going to college, that are learning this way, that are learning through courses and masterminds and communities, and that's the way that they're learning.
Colleges, watch the heck out colleges. I can't wait for a lot of those to be. There's some terrible things being done at colleges, and I'm excited to see the creator community that actually adds value in for a lot cheaper. Like, okay, take my $10,000 course in master sales. You'll be able to do anything in your life if you know sales.
Exactly.
But yeah, and then
I was literally having that conversation with my brother on the way over here.
That's awesome.
He works at a Lexus dealership in Brooklyn.
There you go.
And I'm like, dude, you're 28.
Yeah.
And you're there all day, every day. You could be doing remote sales.
Yeah.
You could be doing the same thing you're doing at home in your pajamas, making more money, if not the same, if not more.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm like, you're 28. You don't have a kid yet. This is when you should be doing it.
Oh my god.
I feel like I'm a dad talking to him.
Right.
I'm like, dude, when are you gonna do it?
Yeah,
He's
dude.
like, but I can't. It's just hard. And I'm like,
anything's hard.
You're 28. This
Staying
is
the
when you
same
need
job
to be
is
doing
hard.
it. Yeah. That's another combo though. I've helped a lot of people actually already. Oliver, have you met Oliver?
Not yet.
No. Okay. Anyway, that's a separate combo. So, the Creators Boardroom, I feel like that could be a franchise model.
Yeah, it's cool.
Maybe we license it or something like that, and then what happens is, as you see, when we do these live events, sales naturally comes in.
Yeah, it's a byproduct.
Yeah,
it's a byproduct of doing a good job.
Yeah, and so like, you're not the only person that we work with from that event.
Right, it's fire.
We worked with other, 2 other people from there.
It's awesome.
And so, from there, that will funnel leads to the agency.
Adding value in the community.
Yeah.
As a byproduct, you will get sales.
Yep.
And that's one of the things that I talk about in my sales coaching course, is that if you have a great business model and you add value to people's lives,
that's it. They
will buy. But everybody wants you to buy. And we're in a trust recession massively.
Yep.
But it's like, man, if you just add value to the community and your customers, you can do that through a lead magnet. It's a small version, but like, even having an in-person event like that.
Nothing beats in person.
Where now we have this connection. It's like, oh dang, those are real people. They're not just not an ad that's been scaled in front of me. I mean, again, ads do work, obviously, but it's a really amazing way to get new sales.
And we're going to be doubling down on that stuff.
Awesome.
So like, we have an event this month, that we're going to start running ads for and stuff. And So like that's the live person thing. Then we're thinking about media, right? So have you heard of the boardroom? Just the boardroom in general?
Yeah.
With Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why the creators boardroom can't be like the boardroom.
Correct. Yeah.
You know, where there's podcasts, there's media, there's this, there's all of that sort of stuff. So like, and that's a pretty huge thing. Their concept is business and sports. You know, so
cool.
ours is business and creators.
Love that.
I mean,
yeah.
You know, so there's that, and then we also want to start an education business for what we do.
So cool.
For like digital marketing, but for the online, for the creators.
Yeah.
So it's like its own little ecosystem.
Yeah.
You know,
feeds each other.
Trust me, it's really hard to find people that know about funnels and lead magnets and conversion events and email marketing and text messaging and running ads and SEO and like all the things that we do.
Yeah.
What happens a lot of times is we scale our clients so much that they hire internal people and replace us.
Right.
You know, because they're making so much money that they can just bring it in house.
Okay.
And we love that. That's the goal.
Yeah.
You know, and so they're like, hey, do you know anybody that does that? No.
Right.
We don't.
Right.
But we will.
Yeah.
Because we're going to build the education part of it, make it available to as many people as possible, and then maybe we become a recruitment agency.
Absolutely.
Similar to like Cole Gordon.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's educating people on setting and selling.
Yep.
We can educate people on marketing.
Absolutely.
For the creator business, that there's only going to be more and more of those people.
That is awesome. So do you have I love the vision. I think that's great. Do you have metrics that you tie to that stuff? Metrics are obviously a byproduct, but also sometimes it's good to have it written down. Do you care about metrics as much, or is more like, hey, you know, I'm making enough money. I'm going to continue to make more money. I know we need money to make the operation go, so as long as we're in budget. I want to be able to create these things, continue to take care of my family, and the money lands where it lands. Or is it like, hey, I have like $1 million goal. Like I've been talking to my team about, oh yeah, we're going to be $1 million company in 3 years, which we're getting our ass beat this year. And so it's probably not going to happen, but maybe it will. But either way, I think sometimes when it gets monetary, if it's too monetary, you lose some of the vision. Or maybe you can have both simultaneously if one is not too aggressive. Yeah. But what's your thoughts on that?
I like the Grant Cardone philosophy.
Okay. What is that? Tell me more.
Where he sets a super aggressive goal.
Okay.
So like set, you know.
Oh, the 10X.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do 10 million this year.
Yeah, right.
And if I hit 2, that is better
right.
than setting.
Right, I got $1 million cash in my bank.
Yeah. Than setting a 500,000 goal and hitting 200,000.
Right.
You know.
No, 100%.
I like that mindset. People find it very brash and again unrealistic. I hate that word, unrealistic.
Yeah.
Because that's just a reflection of them. They don't have what it takes to do it. They can't see a path of doing it, and so it's unrealistic.
Yeah.
But
one of the things I have on my coffee cup that I bought at the Edison Ford Estates, it says, from from Ford himself. If you think you can, you're right.
Yep.
If you think you can't, you're right.
You're right.
And so either
choose
way,
one.
choose one, choose your hard, whether you believe you can do it or not. And it's very interesting.
It's absolutely true.
100%.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, man.
So tell me, we'll wrap up here, but what's the biggest thing that you've learned this last year as far as being an agency owner?
Whew. In the last year.
Last 12 months.
It's tough. I will say it is tough. Especially with AI changing everything. AI is definitely changing everything. But I'd say if you start with doing good work, then you should be good. And it's not only agency. That's business principles in general.
Absolutely.
You know, if let's say you own a landscaping business and you make that house look so beautiful, better, like looking like the best house on the street.
Yeah.
People are gonna ask, like, hey, who did that?
Who did that? Yeah, exactly.
You know, and referrals are obviously the best business that you can get. But the second best is, you know, running advertising and stuff like that. So I say, like, definitely just be good at what you're doing. Don't rely on AI for everything.
Right.
'Cause people can sniff that out.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
People can definitely sniff out the AI, and I think I think this year there's gonna be people that don't want to work with people that are using AI.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be like anti-AI
Mm-hmm.
agencies and stuff like that. That's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be pretty funny. But if you do good work, and if you do work good enough that people tell who you are, then you really are good.
Yeah.
I know it sounds cliche,
Yeah,
but it really is true.
it's very true. I think it's a basic principle that we see all over the place in business. If you do good work, you're good. Like, that is like the number one key. I think so many times people underprice. I don't want to get too far into the sales thing, but you underprice, overpromise, and underdeliver, and it's a backward cycle of like, it's like a snowball building up, but in the wrong direction. With word of mouth, everybody's saying, "Oh, this guy sucks. Don't do this."
Yeah.
And so that's a really good point. I like that.
Yeah, and you can't come back from that.
No.
You can't come back from that.
Yeah.
I'd rather underprice and overdeliver
Mm-hmm.
and surprise and delight than like overprice and try to constantly feel like you're catching up.
Yeah.
You don't want to ever be doing that. You
Right.
don't want to be running, from behind. That is
Nope.
the worst.
Nope.
I made that mistake before.
Yep.
Definitely don't want to be doing that.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah,
I'm
appreciate
so
you
excited.
having me, man.
I believe that you've probably inspired a lot of people.
Hopefully.
And I'm grateful for everything you do for our company. We wouldn't be the same without you guys.
Appreciate
So thank
it.
you, man.
Thank you.